This is a 1.5 volt simple flashlight DIY soldering kit. I purchased this late last year from AliExpress, and after taxes, discounts and delivery, it cost me just £1.06. The kit is based on a boost converter that allows a 1.5 volt cell to power an LED. So let's take a look inside and see what you get. So this kit doesn't include any instructions, but we do have the PCB, which is nicely printed with the components we need to install. And here we can see the back of the PCB, and it's got a fairly simple track layout there. Just a single-sided board. The kit also includes the LED, which will provide the light source, a couple of transistors, and based on the details on the board, they are going to be different transistors, 8550 and 8050. So we need to make sure those are correct. We have an inductor here. This has a 600 volt marking, but again on the board, we can see it's 330 microhenries. We have a couple of resistors. Again, the markings here, 20k and 510 ohm. We have a 102 C1 capacitor. We only have one capacitor on the table here. And of course, we have the switch. We also have included this nice little project box, which allows us to install the LEDs and the button. So we need to think about how these are going to attach. And of course, finally, we have the battery terminals to allow us to connect our battery cell, which is indicated just here. So let's take a closer look at our project box here and think about how our PCB is going to fit inside. And so it looks like it's going to be a fairly snug fit there, so I'm not going to wedge it in just yet. Let's pop it in the lid just for alignment purposes. And we can see we have the switch here, and we need to make sure the switch is facing outwards. And the switch has two sets of terminals, one on each side. And so when we fit that, we're going to bend the terminals down and make sure this is poking out. And of course, we have the button that goes on the end, which allows us to have it sticking out the end. And equally, when we put the LED in, we need to make sure we have our LED facing forward as well on the board, so that it's just peeking out through the hole here on this end of the project box. Eventually, our battery will fit between the terminals like so. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is, as usual, start with the easier components, and in this case, that is, of course, the resistors here. We have our two resistors just here. So this resistor here is red, black, black, red. So that's 2, 0, 0 with 2 additional zeros. So that will give us our 20k, which is the R1 position just here. This here is a 510 ohm resistor, and it's very hard to see on these blue-bodied resistors, but we actually have a green band at the beginning here, followed by a brown band and 2 black bands. So that's 510 with 0 additional zeros, and that's at 510 ohm. Of course, we can check our resistors with a multimeter. So for the 510, I'm going to move it to the 2000 ohm position here. And that's the maximum value we should be able to read. And here is our 510 ohm resistor. And if I hold it across, we're getting 497, which is close enough. For our 20k resistor, we could try and put it on the 20k position, but we actually want something that's higher than that range. So I'm going to move it to the 200k position. And then I'm going to go ahead and place this across as well. And we can see we're getting 19.5. So this may well have red on the 20k position as well. There we go, 19.55. So our 20k resistor goes in the top here, and our 510 goes in the lower position. Okay, next up, let's install our capacitor. We only have one, so that one can go in here, no problem. It is incidentally marked with 102, but as I say, we only actually have one in this kit, so let's assume it's correct anyway. Next, let's do our transistors here. And so let's check to see the values printed on them. So here, this one appears to be the 8550, and this one is the 8050. So this is the 8550, and we're going to pop it in this position here, Q1. This one here is our 8050, and that one goes in the Q2 position. Okay, let's do our inductor next. So this is going to be laid down. And to do that neatly, I'm just going to use these tweezers here. Okay, and we want to now start thinking about our alignment again. So we have our LED here. As usual, we can check the polarity with one of these CR2032 coin cells. You can see the plus sign is on the case and the negative is the button part here. And the longer lead is positive, but we can double check that. There you go. We've got a nice white LED. And so we can see here there is a small plus sign on the left there, which means the longer leg needs to go on the left. Now, what we need to do here is bend the LED so the legs allow the LED to stick out just a little bit. So I think about halfway along is going to look good. I'm going to use the tweezers here. Could maybe make it a little bit tighter in. So maybe we will just move it very slightly. And rebending them just a little tiny bit further in. Ah, there we go. And so it's more or less lined up with the edge of the board. I think that's quite nice. Although I think we're going to want to make sure it's a little bit up off the board as well. So we're going to want to take that into account when we solder it. And there we go. I think that fitment's quite nice. Okay, so next let's have a little look at the switch. And so as I mentioned, this switch needs to lay down like this. So often you'd want to put them upright, but in this case we're going to lay our switch down. We're just going to need to fold the legs right over. Make sure that switch is nice and well pushed down, and I think it is. So now you can see we have the LED sticking out that way, and we'll have our button sticking out this way. So finally, we need to attach the terminals. Now, these are clearly marked here. So what we need to do is have these terminals soldered to the board so that it allows some battery contact. And we can see positive is down this end and negative is up here. Now, very usually we would put the flatter terminal on the positive end. So that's actually down here. So our negative terminal is going to go here. And that's the very long spring we have here. And then we'll have the positive terminal down this end, and we'll have it here. For now, we need to just solder this here, and I'm going to leave it sticking out just a little bit. Okay, so this terminal, the spring is going in the other way. So what I'm going to do is try and see if we can deform it so that it points through the other way a bit. Kind of inverted it so that when we solder it here, that the nubbin will push against that tab. So before we wedge it into the project box here, because this is a little bit tight, before we wedge this down inside, what we can do is we can just test this with a battery, and I have one here, and we can see if we pop this AAA cell in like so, hopefully it will more or less hold, and then we can try and turn it on, and there you go, we have a little LED. So let's pop it in the box now, make sure it's wedged in, push it down firmly into the case. You can see our little battery terminals just there, and we can put that in like so. And actually we probably didn't need to deform that spring there, we probably could have got away with it as it was, but I think that's going to make reasonably good contact still. And there we go, we have a little LED light sticking out. And I'm going to pop the lid on like so, and there we go, we have a nice little flashlight. So a couple of weeks ago I made this little Weevil, so let's see if we can get these two kits to work together. As you can see, this one lights up. We have a little sensor on the back. Now let's see if our little flashlight is enough to turn off his eyes. So there you go, we've managed to combine two of our previous projects together to do something kind of interesting. So we can now use the flashlight to turn the eyes off and on our Weevil. If you'd like to learn more about the Weevil project, as I say, I have a previous video on this and I'll have a link in the description. But for now, I hope you found this video about the boost converter LED flashlight kit interesting, and I hope to speak to you again soon in the next video.